Ugh.
I can't complain about that.
Ooh, life dues.
If it actually feels like doing them.
Yeah. Why is there a shark in the lake?
That's their natural habitat, obviously. A bit earlier with the life deal, but thanks. I'm gonna try something else. Alright. How long until it clears out? Okay, I'm gonna buff up or until it puts up the shield, I'm thinking. Put up the shield faster than I thought. So 2 more bulks up.
I forgot about Ripjaws. I fucking adore Ripjaws.
He's very cool. It's like
Why is that bad? That's not Ripjaws.
what do you mean?
He went to go to Ripjaws and he got the fast dude.
Oh, that might be the first mistransformation. But yeah, Ripjaws is cool. It's very unique.
Look it up. I like the speed dude too. I'm just a sucker for the original 10.
I mean, they're all-time classics, literally. A lot of presence with them. Alright. Earthquake misses finally, thank god.
Alright, I'm gonna do Rain Dance. I wanna watch Generator Rex too.
Yeah, I really gotta do it.
I loved that as a kid. I actually think I preferred it over Ben 10. It was such a good show.
You know what? That's very valid.
Also, see, I already tied balloons to Wo-Chien.
Perfect. Okay, you wanna wait for moving this liquidation. It's gonna hurt a bit, maybe.
Okay.
Okay. I think I don't know if Reflect is down, but if it is, you can put it back up.
3 more turns. We're good.
Awesome. Thank you. Start chipping at the shield. I healed it much on your end, unfortunately.
I didn't, but I really just needed it to heal the poison.
Yeah, fair. Do another bulk up, except like not doing enough damage.
One more turn for Reflect.
I have an idea. Hear me out. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect time live view.
Do life style.
Do an attack here. Oh wait, fuck.
Do an
no.
attack here?
Hang on, it's sword stance. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of those and then we do an attack here to get rid of the shield.
Okay.
Sword stances are really annoying.
Okay, whilst you're doing that, I'm going to do this.
Oh yeah, good call. Oh, I think
No.
defense drop on you, hopefully. Oh boy.
It did.
In that case then, because I don't wanna put your wrist too much. I'm gonna do the attack cheer, and you can put up the rain dance in the meantime until you live ahead.
I avoided the attack. That'll
Excellent, excellent. Okay. Hopefully this should give me enough power to get rid of the shield. And at least in 2 hits. Worst future. Okay, one more hit. And then I have a plan.
Plan, just attack.
No, I'm gonna charm it until it's at -8, so like it's just not a threat to you anymore. And from then on, I just have to, and then we can like do attack cheers a little more freely. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna only do 1 charm because I forget that it clears after a while. Oh, and the light did too. We're good, we're good.
Thank you, Gardevoir.
Double whammy heal.
I didn't know she was healing you, so I thought
Yeah,
I'd do some pollinating.
yeah, it does like very sparsely. Now I have a lot of time to bulk up. So I'm gonna focus on doing that for a while. Do you still have a cheer left?
Yes, I do.
Okay, perfect.
I believe so.
No damage.
That's my reflect. One more reflect. Let me know when to attack up.
You know what? I think you can go for it now.
Going up.
I'm gonna light you. Kill, kill. It's not gonna kill, but it's about the intense. There we go, the damage. I think I have 1 more turn of an attack here. Thank you. Okay, you might want to just wait a little while.
Okay.
Just us left. Oh, sliver of health. Come on. That was a critical hit. Let's go.
Right.
Alright, if I just live this earth. Wait. Okay. There we go.
You even died on my screen.
Oh, wait, really? Oh,
No.
okay. You gave me a heart attack there. Because I saw it attack
No, I
twice.
said you haven't died.
Okay, I saw it attack twice, I was like, oh, it's over. Alright, go. There we go.
Yay, we did it! There we go.
Sweet.
That's disgusting, stink fly.
It's a little silly. I did nothing about what ball to put this in, but I think you've already decided. You know what? Beast ball.
That's all.
It's a beast. We didn't get a hero, but we made it work.
Eddie, wrap our brains around some stuff, but we got it.
You gave me no herba. This man is stingy as hell.
Just like Cynthia.
True. Garchomp flies in with some pretty wide coverage, blitzing speed, and the strength of a truck. Let's start with those basics. It's got a pretty good attack, even without any buffs, and it's got a solid speed stat on top of a jolly nature boosting its speed. Quite a few Pokemon are gonna have a hard time outspeeding it, which can make things a tad tricky with the way it boosts itself. Garchomp will use Sword Stance twice in battle, and both within very close proximity of each other. If you're not outspeeding to knock down those buffs, you are receiving the full force of a +2 Garchomp, and hopefully not with that stab Terra boosted Earthquake. It's a pretty devious little thing, clearing its own stats right before the first Sword Stance, so you can't simply debuff it before then to make Sword Stance null. Speaking of its scheduled actions, it starts out with a pretty early shield. You get about a minute before it kicks in, maybe earlier depending on how much you damage it. It's a small shield, but it can pose quite a few issues in the early game. Once that shield is down, it will clear your own stats afterwards, and a little later itself one last time. The way the scheduled actions are laid out means that you're never quite in a comfortable position. You always have to keep in mind the next clear or scheduled move, and if you get caught off guard, that'll be the last mistake you make with this shark. Speaking of its moves, Garchomp actually carries no dragon moves save for one breaking swipe at the very start. It doesn't deal much damage, but the chip damage is there, and more importantly, it debuffs your attack, which can be an annoyance for physical attackers, requiring extra setup time. What it lacks in stab dragon moves, it makes up for in coverage. Fire Fang covers for ice types, Poison Jab covers of grass types, and Liquidation, while not helping out against a certain weakness, is a scary move to get hit by if you get unlucky with defense drops. And of course, as I alluded to earlier, the Chomp's back in a stab Terra boosted Earthquake, which is scary on so many levels. The last thing Garchomp's got going for it is its ability. I initially thought they would go for a Sandstorm focused boss, but they opted for Rough Skin, giving physical attackers an extra annoyance to worry about. They really want to discourage physical attackers here, it seems. Garchomp may not be the craziest of the powerhouse raids we've seen, but it's no slouch either. It keeps you on your toes the entire time and has answers to various different kinds of options you may think to bring. Overall, it's a very fun boss. We're flipping the script a little this time around. Sapphire's on support duty and I'm dishing out the pain. Now then, this is an unexpected face-on. Wo-Chien is a weird one to work around, but is nevertheless an extremely good support Pokemon here, all things considered. Let's start with the elephant in the room when it comes to this thing, Tablets of Ruin. This ability decreases the physical attack of all Pokemon in the raid, allies and boss included. Naturally, against a Pokemon using all physical attacks, this is a great passive ability to have, greatly reducing the concern of damage and making Poison Jab a more manageable threat against Garchomp. We had to sacrifice some of our own damage in the process, but it was worth it for the survivability. Wo-Chien's also got good typing going for it, despite the weakness to Poison Jab, because getting hit by that beats getting hit by Earthquake, though the poison is definitely quite annoying. The old snail has a couple other tricks up its sleeve. It's generally a good support Pokemon in raids, and it shows with its moves. It's got Reflect to further weaken Garchomp's moves. And the poison may not let it get comfortable, but it's not fearing for its life every second either. Pollen Puff is also quite nice, as that was an additional source of healing, letting us use more attack cheers and have to rely less on heal cheers, which was clearly a good thing with our lack of luck on them around this time around. It also meant that we could opt for another item that wasn't Shell Bell. Rain Dance is there to increase Palafin's damage output, and it also means that Fire Fang does less should Garchomp ever use that. The last option it has is Mud Slap. Plain and simple, it gives more leeway to both Pokemon. There's not much else it can do for us here, unfortunately, but it does what we need it to do rather well, so we can't complain. The last thing to talk about is its Terra type. Initially, Terra was not a factor, but we had to work around Poison Jab a little. The attack itself doesn't do much damage, but the damage from it builds up with the poison, so we had to opt for a Terra type that let Wo-Chien avoid that. Obviously, Steel and Poison are out of the question, so we opted for Flying. Though we can avoid Earthquake, it makes Garchomp switch to using Liquidation, which is kinda scary when the rain is up. but it's slightly more manageable than Poison Jab, so it's arguably the lesser of two evils. Wo-Chien's decently bulky, and that's made better by its damage reduction options. This rune may not have gotten much love, but it's a good ally in raids. From 0 to hero, we've got Palafin, except it's just staying at 0. Palafin is a tragic Pokemon in the world of Terra raids. It would be an excellent attacker with some light support options if it could actually use its gimmick. Its ability never triggers, even if you faint. Palafin will always remain in its 0 form. So why did we pick it? Because when the hell else would we use this if not in a gimmicky setup like this? Wo-Chien is a Pokemon that can support just about anything here with its tanking capabilities and support options, so I opted for something that would struggle in about 95% other situations and see if we could make it work. Even in this hampered state, Palafin isn't totally helpless. Its stats are not much to write home about. Middle of the road attack stat and defenses. It's got a good HP stat and maybe best of all, its speed, letting us outspeed Garchomp with a jolly nature and little speed investment. Thankfully, Palafin's got an option to increase its attack through bulk up. It's a slow setup with it, especially because of Breaking Sight, but it also helped boost its defenses to tank the boosted earthquakes after a Source Sense, so I can't complain too much. Liquidation was the attack of choice here. Though Aqua Tail is stronger, the accuracy of it is a little unreliable, and Liquidation can net us some defense traps, which can be key to complete the raid in time. A lack of damage output was one of our initial struggles with this raid, so whatever damage we could get was a huge boon. Which is why with such a relief we could switch out Shell Blow for Mystic Water to get us a little more damage. Of course, we couldn't leave home without shooting Water, the ever reliable option letting us debuff through that early shield and also build Terra. Charm may seem redundant, but it has the benefit of being a -2 attack drop, letting us debuff Garchomp much quicker once the shield goes down. Beyond that, Palafin has very little it can run other than Body Slam or Taunt, neither of which I felt worked out much for us. Hell, I initially just had Aqua Tail in case we ran out of PP, but it wasn't necessary. Despite how cool it is, Palafin is a Pokemon that you should unfortunately never see in raids, so I was happy to find a way to make it work here.